couple minutes and make a quick little video. So one of my buddies hit me up. He not from here, he from Seattle. So I was just trying to show him all of the knowledge that I had about looking these houses up. It's a little process, but you know, if you're trying to look for some money, that's what you got to do. So, King County. King County is right outside of Seattle. This is Seattle right here. This is King County all over here. So these every county has people who haven't paid their mortgage. And what that means is the bank gave that person money. That person did not pay the bank back. So now the bank wants its money. When you find these properties, the bank only wants what they gave you. So if the bank gave you $100,000, $1,000,000, and you gave them $20,000 back, they only want they $80,000. Even though it's $100,000 property, they only want 80. So let's go in here and see if we can find some deals. King County Sheriff's Office. That's where we go to. Now, when you get in here, this is the sheriff's website. All right, we'll go over here to services, and we'll go down to sheriff's sale. All right, real property. Real property is houses. Personal property is like cars and things like that. So what we'll do is we'll look for the real property that they have. All right, click on there. This is the personal property. This is when it'll be auctioned off. And this right here is the real property. So let's go in here. You see all of these things been canceled and everything. So on July 22nd, they'll be auctioning off a property. Down here, this is the judgment. All right. If the person who owes the bank $7,000, if they pay it, then the bank won't foreclose on a property. But if they don't, well then the bank will. They will come and get the property. You owe the bank, you gotta pay the bank. If not, then you know they just gonna come and get your stuff. So you got houses all over here, all different prices that they owe. But I looked at one yesterday and I want to show you what I found. So this is the one I looked at. So these people owe $1.1 million. That's what they owe the bank. All right. So what we gonna do is we'll go to King County Assessor. King County Assessor. This is who says that the property is worth what it's worth. This is the website you go to. They always got this one up here at the top. It's an ad. You know, they're gonna ask you to pay money for their property records. You always scroll down until you see the government website. All right, King County Assessor. All right, so now we're gonna go in here and we're gonna go to property. Personal property tax. No, that's personal property. We're looking for residential, and then we're gonna go to the assessor. look up property. Alright, so what we did was look up the real property. Where we go? Look up property info. Real property. Alright, acknowledge what they want you to acknowledge, and then go in here, and now we got the address. This is the address, and this is the judgment. So we're gonna see if this address is worth the judgment. So what's about to happen is they didn't pay that $1 million the bank wanted, so we'll go into the auction with a $1.1 million in cash, and we'll bid on this property. If I got, this is what the judgment will open up at. If I say 1.1 and $68 and nobody outbid me, well then the property will be mine. All right, so let's go to let's look it up, and it's 468th Ave. 468 Ave, Bellevue, Washington. Nine 8045. Alright, search this property. We can't find it. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong one. Am I? 468. Oh, this was in North Bend. I was putting the wrong one. This is North Bend. I had looked up a couple of them just to see, for this presentation. Alright, so that's the way I had to do it. 15606, and it's going to be on 468th Drive, 468th Avenue Southeast. So Kevin and Brenda is the owners of it. Now you can see up here, Kevin and Brenda. Alright, so now we know we got the right property. So we'll click on it. Alright, this is what it looks like. So scroll down here. It's appraised at 1.4. Alright, so if they owe 1.1 and it's appraised at 1.4, that's 300,000. That's like $250,000 that you about to make out the gate. Alright, one other thing I do is I go to Zillow and look at it. So this is the house. Alright, see, it's foreclosed on. This is what it looks like. Big, nice, beautiful house. Definitely worth 1.1 million. Alright, look at that 3-car garage. On Zillow, it's saying that it's about 1.8 million. So, what you take from this is it's at least worth 1.4, but you could possibly sell it for 1.8, and they only owe 1.1. So you take all of those things into consideration. Now, when you take all of those into consideration, you also got to take into consideration that if they didn't pay their mortgage, they probably didn't pay their taxes. So you have to see how much they owe in taxes. You have to see how much other miscellaneous things they owe. Like maybe they didn't pay the water bill. That's on you. You got to pay that. You got to pay all of these liens that they have on the property. So if they got a roof fixed and they didn't pay the roofer, you got to pay that. If you take deed of this house, all right. So when you're looking at these properties, you keep all of that stuff in mind. So with a property like this, if you had $1 million sitting around in cash, and you could take that million and make $250,000 off of it in the next 60 days, what's stopping you from doing that? Every county in the United States have properties like this. Every one. Now it's up to you to do the math. I mean, do the homework. Look them up. See what they owe. See if it's really worth it. And that's how you find deals in real estate. This is just a quick, simple one. It's the overview of how to do it, but just look at your county. Look at the sheriff's sale, sheriff's website. They do cars, they do houses, they do all of it. And this is a gold mine that people don't know about.